During lactic acid fermentation, glucose undergoes glycolysis to form two molecules of pyruvic acid, and each of these molecules of pyruvic acid undergoes now lactic acid fermentation. During lactic acid fermentation, there is no change in the number of carbon, so carbon dioxide is not lost in this process. So you can see here pyruvic acid carries 3 carbon. It reacts with NADH2, again a strong reducing agent. So this will get reduced and this is going to be oxidized. So this happens in the presence of lactate dehydrogenase enzyme, and the metal and the cofactors involved in this process are zinc ions and FMN, flavin mononucleotide. FMN stands for flavin mononucleotide, and this changes now into, see, there is attachment of 2 hydrogens here. So this changes into CH3 CHOH COOH. This is lactic acid formula, and then this is the byproduct NAD+. Now in this whole process you will find no carbon dioxide is lost. So during this process carbon dioxide and water formation does not occur. Simply the pyruvic acid changes into the lactic acid. Now there are certain bacteria which are able to even perform another type of fermentation, and that is called as acetic acid fermentation. So it is carried out by the bacteria called as Acetobacter aceti. That's why it is called with a similar name, because it synthesizes lactic acid, acetic acid. So it is carried out by the bacteria called as Acetobacter aceti and requires oxygen up to some extent, so some amount of oxygen. And the acetic acid formation occurs again in 2 steps. So you can understand glucose undergoing glycolysis to form pyruvic acid, and pyruvic acid, then the pyruvic acid undergoes decarboxylation to form acetaldehyde, so similar like alcoholic fermentation, and finally the acetaldehyde undergoes change into acetic acid. So this is another type which is not mentioned in NCERT. NCERT only has given 2 types of fermentation: alcoholic fermentation and lactic acid fermentation. Remember, there are other types of acid formation also possible through the process of fermentation. Now why fermentation is different, you can see here the amount of energy liberated is very less. It is just 2 ATP, and to be more precise, during fermentation ATP is not synthesized, and even this energy which could have been used simply goes waste here. So the product formed are either lactic acid, or the product formed here are ethanol along with carbon dioxide, but there is no more energy liberated. And so that's why these organisms, because they are single cell organisms, they are able to survive with the 2 ATPs. It is sufficient for them to perform daily activities of metabolism. That's why these organisms are able to survive with just 2 ATP. That's why they have been continuing in this course of evolution for these many years along with the multicellular organism. Now what is the application of fermentation? Now the fermentation is a process which is used in various industries to produce varieties of substances. So human is using fermentation for many of the products which are sold in market. So whether we talk about antibiotics, whether we talk about the vitamins, the dairy products, even the alcohol, for medical purposes or for the industrial use. So for all these things we depend upon the process of fermentation. In 12th class you are going to learn about these products formation in detail in one of the chapter. So there are huge stainless steel containers which are called as fermenters. So fermenters are those chambers, also called as bioreactors, are those chambers in which these microorganisms are added along with their liquid medium. In that medium salts are added, their food material, hormones, etc. Everything is given in the optimum condition, and pH and temperature is continuously monitored and maintained. And in these fermenters or stainless steel big containers, after fermentation, products like alcohol, so all those breweries like Kingfisher Brewery and all, they all synthesize alcohol or beer inside those stainless steel containers called as fermenters. Details would be in your 12th class. Along with this, even in the process of tanning of leather, So leather is formed from the skin of the dead animal. So during that process, tanning is required. So tanning is also done with the help of fermentation. Even the fibers are undergoing retting. Now we all know from many plants we obtain fibers. Like we have jute also, which gives us fiber. So if you go to Assam side or Bihar side, you will find that there are people who grow jute and jute crop, and finally this jute crop stem portions have to be submerged into water and then allowed to undergo slow fermentation, and slowly the whole tissue will disintegrate and finally fibers are left behind. So during this process, which is also called as retting of the fibers, fermentation plays an important role. Similarly, many of us are very much fond of tea and coffee. So tea and coffee leaves or the beans, tea leaves and coffee beans, so they are also modified, or what you call in biological world as curing. So the curing and treatment of tea leaves and coffee beans is also done with the help of microorganism, basically bacteria, and then these bacteria are responsible for bringing the different flavor and aroma. So this is also again because of the fermentation. Next is the fatigue. Now we all know in humans that lactic acid is formed inside the muscles during prolonged starvation, during excess of exercises. So these muscle cells, because they perform aerobic respiration, but in such condition they start preparing lactic acid because they are performing anaerobic respiration. So today we have covered the fermentation topic. In the next class we will start with the Krebs cycle or the aerobic respiration.